Alexander, the boy who would be king. The world remembers Alexander as the Great, a conqueror whose name echoes through millennia, but before the battles, before the empire, there was a boy born into a world of prophecy and power, destined for a throne soaked in blood. His father, Philip II of Macedon, was a king who reshaped warfare. He forged a nation from warring tribes and dreamed of conquering Persia. Alexander inherited not just a kingdom, but an ambition that burned like wildfire. His mother, Olympias, was a priestess of dark gods, a woman of fierce passions and whispered secrets. She fueled Alexander's belief in his own divine lineage, claiming descent from Achilles himself. This was no ordinary prince. Philip understood that a king needed more than just strength. He summoned Aristotle, the greatest mind of the age, to tutor his son. Alexander devoured knowledge, philosophy, and the art of war. Aristotle instilled in him a love of Homer's Iliad, a tale of heroes and gods. Alexander saw himself in Achilles, destined for glory and immortal fame. This epic shaped his worldview, fueling his ambition. He learned to lead men, to strategize, and to inspire. He was a natural warrior, but Aristotle honed his mind, preparing him for a destiny far greater than Macedon. The world was his classroom. Philip's assassination in 336 BC thrust the young Alexander onto the throne. He was barely 20, but he possessed the will of a seasoned commander. Enemies circled, eager to exploit the chaos. Alexander acted swiftly and ruthlessly. He crushed rebellions, secured his borders, and silenced his rivals. He proved himself a king worthy of his father's legacy, and a force to be reckoned with. The whispers of doubt turned to roars of approval. Macedon was united, and Alexander's gaze turned east, towards the vast Persian Empire. The dream of conquest was about to become reality. Alexander crossed the Hellespont in 334 BC, leading a relatively small but highly disciplined army. He faced the might of the Persian Empire, a superpower that had dominated the region for centuries. At the Granicus River, he charged into the heart of the Persian army, leading from the front. His courage was infectious, his tactics brilliant. He secured a decisive victory, opening the gates to Asia Minor. He continued his relentless advance, liberating Greek cities and defeating Persian armies at Issus and Gaugamela. Darius III, the Persian king, fled before him, abandoning his empire to the young conqueror. Alexander marched into Babylon and Susa, the ancient capitals of Persia. He claimed the throne of Darius, declaring himself the king of kings. He adopted Persian customs, blurring the lines between conqueror and ruler. His ambition knew no bounds. He pushed eastward into the heart of Central Asia, facing fierce resistance from nomadic tribes. He founded new cities, spreading Greek culture and influence across the known world. His men, weary from years of campaigning, pleaded with him to turn back. But Alexander, driven by his insatiable desire for glory, pressed on towards India. He believed he could reach the edge of the world. In India, Alexander faced new challenges: torrential rains, unfamiliar terrain, and armies of elephants. At the Battle of the Hydaspes River, he defeated King Porus, but at a great cost. His army was exhausted, his dream of conquering the world fading. He finally relented, turning back towards Babylon, but the journey home was fraught with hardship. Disease and exhaustion ravaged his army. Alexander himself fell ill. In 323 BC, at the age of 32, Alexander the Great died in Babylon. The cause of his death remains a mystery, shrouded in speculation and intrigue. His empire, won in a whirlwind of conquest, fragmented among his generals. Alexander's reign was brief, but his impact on history was profound. He spread Greek culture and ideas across the East, ushering in the Hellenistic Age. He founded cities that became centers of learning and commerce. He was a brilliant military strategist, a charismatic leader, and a ruthless conqueror. He inspired both admiration and fear. He was a man of contradictions, driven by ambition and a thirst for glory. Alexander the Great remains a legend, a figure of myth and history. His story continues to fascinate and inspire, a testament to the power of ambition and the enduring allure of conquest. He was and remains a boy who would be king. Please like and subscribe for more content.